All right, and we are live. Welcome, everybody, to the 31st of March edition of the RebelLUG Builder stream. I am your host, Noah, and I'll be hosting the stream along with the other members I've got here at the moment. There are a couple more that'll be joining with us later on. Going to be talking about a couple of things, such as the latest convention that RebelLUG displayed at, or some RebelLUG members displayed at. Talk about the Kingdoms at War collaboration parts, and then a couple of other interesting topics, such as Lego news and other stuff relating the Lego community. So, again, right now I've got 4 of the RebelLUG members here in the stream. If you guys want to go ahead and give yourselves an introduction, then maybe talk about what you're doing. I'm going to go ahead and let you start, Julius.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Sorry, I was sleeping. Well, it's the first time that I'm in the stream, I think. Yeah. Well, the second time, actually. And should I introduce myself by saying what I'm doing Lego-wise, or?
Yeah, just in general, what you're doing right now and what you're working on, maybe.
Oh, what I'm doing right now. So, well, at the moment, exactly, I'm eating. But besides that, I'm working on my Jedi Temple mock, as some of you may know. And that's what's keeping me occupied for the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, Emmett, what are you working on right now?
Right now I'm working on making my TIE Vector wings as small and aerodynamic as possible, I guess.
All right, cool. What about you, Chris? What are you doing right now in your man cave?
There we go. I've just been cleaning my stack-ons so they're not like sticking out and overflowing with parts. So I've been doing like lots of part organizing, just cleaning up the place.
All right, nice. A lot of paperwork cups up there. All right, and what about you, Andres? What are you doing right now?
I'm taking pictures of my part of the Kingdoms
at War collab.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just finished it a couple days ago. I'm getting some more pictures of it.
All right, nice. Yeah, and then as for myself, I'm just kind of, like I said, moderating the stream or kind of doing an overview. Later on, I will be kind of taking a couple of photos of the latest Tron set that came out today, which I think is really cool.
You bought it?
Say again?
You bought it?
Yeah, I bought 2 of the Tron sets, one to keep sealed and one to open. So
Very nice.
that's right. So maybe I might show the set on stream if I'm able to find a way to do that. But yeah, I think we have a couple of questions from Instagram. If not, then the people that are watching can also, of course, ask some questions if they deem so that they want to.
Oh, CO Clone Commander's in the chat. I bet he has some questions.
All right, we have a question from Instagram from Lucky Benito. He's a German photographer out of Hamburg, and he asks, since when have we, I guess, or us as individuals, been on Instagram? What he asked. I myself have been on Instagram since 2015, I think, mid-2015, and yeah, it's been basically 3-ish years. Yeah. I know. What about you guys?
Let me look it up.
I've personally been on since just this October, so relatively new.
Nice. I think Julius here has been on there for, what is it, like 2 or 3 years now, ever since he kind of did the Facebook.
Yeah, I'm checking right now, so.
Yeah. All right.
It's very similar to yours. It could be 3 years.
Yeah.
but I'm not so active on anymore. So I just don't have so much stuff to play.
Holy smokes! I think I've been on for nearly 5 years.
Oh, really?
Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
All right, nice. Our Productions asks, is TWC here? Yes, he is. A surprise, to be sure, but
A welcome one.
a welcome one. There you go. All right. So that's right. I kind of wanted to first off, talk about basically the Tron set because I already mentioned that earlier. Like I said, I picked it up today. I went early to the Lego store just to be able to pick it up because some of the employees warned me that there are going to be a whole bunch of people that are coming to buy it. Funny enough, it sold out at the Lego store that I bought it at within the hour, which was crazy. And yeah, so I bought 2 copies of the set, brought it home, built the set. It was pretty cool, and of course includes a lot of like the cool new trans neon orange, I think it is, pieces. I mean, you're more of an expert than I am, Chris, on like the
I
trans
think that's
pieces.
trans fluorescent orange.
Is it fluorescent orange? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely some cool parts in the sets. Also, there are these like curved, or it's kind of like a wedge curved 1x2 slope, and that also makes for some good curvature in the mock, or in the set, I should say. Ugh. So, right.
Have you already built one?
Yeah, I built one. I can actually, what, I'll try and get it set up so I can show it here on the stream. Just need to rearrange some things. Should have done that earlier, but whatever. That's right.
Do they just use 2x2 rounds with hole in the center for like the discs?
They did, yeah. And then they printed on the pieces, which I think is just really cool. Of course, I think if somebody, for example, wanted to do a large-scale Tron mock of some sort, then they could just buy multiple of the figures and then switch out the heads and then kind of get get different characters maybe from the movie or just in general.
Army up.
Yeah, army up. Something I might do.
That'd be cool. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I think the figures are definitely cool, especially the Rinsler minifigure, the one that's played by, or like the evil version of Tron. So
I have to make a custom Jeff Bridges figure.
if I'm correct, X39 makes those. If I'm correct.
Does he?
Yeah, he got the design from one guy who is called I forget his name. He's the one who did like this one haul of like all the large or the black torso pieces. Maybe you saw it at one point. He at one point was doing custom figures like X39. So
Is his name Chris?
yes.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I just don't remember his like YouTube username, so or his Flickr username. I knew it at some point. Yeah.
Speaking of Flickr, Elijah joined us here.
Oh, hey Elijah.
How unfortunate. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Hey, how's it
Elijah
going?
gets to be put on the list here.
Oh, baby.
I heard that Elijah is building a fantastic mock right now and would love to show us.
I heard I'm not. I heard I'm actually playing Empire at War on the stream.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah, speaking of people that are building mocks, apparently TWC is coming to Brick in Bavaria. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Yo, Chris, did you see the chat when Olaf were talking? I sent photos of the thing and it's garbage.
No, but I'll take it later.
It was like decent and then it kind of just went downhill from there.
All right. I think this is gonna work for what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to show. Oh, yeah, the light is like in the way a little bit. Whatever. Kind of just bend that down there. Okay. So I can kind of then just see who's here on the stream, who's in the comments. Oh yeah, we have Ryan in the comments as well. Didn't realize that.
Ryan.
Yeah.
So Chris, how's your temple coming along?
Oh, fantastic! Once I finish school.
Oh, really?
All right, so you'll be able to control it. There we go. All right, so yeah, I can kind of show the Tron set now if you guys want to see it.
Yeah.
All right. So of course, when you get the Tron set, of course, get the box just like this. Of course, it isn't open. Duh. I'm gonna kind of show like how the box art is because I think it's also pretty cool. But the main set, put this aside, is right here. Kind of the minifigures spread out though.
With idea sets, they always do such an awesome job with the boxes.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, so the 3 minifigures that you get in this set, which I can show you here. Hold on. Also, pull out the instructions so you can kind of get a idea of what they look like. I think most people know. Those are the characters, of course, from the actual movie.
Which one?
Well, I can start off with Flynn, I guess, Sam Flynn. So, oops, I'm trying to. His disc almost came off. So his figure's really cool. It's got like all the nice printing on the torso and whatnot. Also has arm printing on each side. And then also utilize this neck piece right here to attach the disc on the back. So that's his character, or his rendition of his character. Then we've got Cora, who also comes with her like swords, or yeah, swords basically. She has the same thing, printing on the arms, which I think is pretty cool. Disc, like Sam Flynn has, and then the printing on the torso, which they did a very good job on. So really excited. And then lastly, there's the Rinsler minifigure, which I thought was pretty cool because he also includes, or yeah, he also comes with the 2 discs that can both be placed on the back here. And then, of course, it's got his face there and whatnot. So, really nice. Only complaint with this one is like it doesn't have arm printing, but whatever.
Can you show the disc again?
Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Is that,
Yeah, the
is
2
that
discs.
piece or something?
Yeah, it's one of these. It's these pieces right here, which are the 2x2 tiles, round tiles, I should say, and then they have printing on them that make the discs, or the identity discs that they use. So
How much was it?
yeah, the set here in Germany is €35. I think in the US it's $30 maybe, or 35.
40 Canadian, what?
Is it 40 Canadian over there?
I have no
Okay.
idea.
Either way, then we get to the bikes. I'm going to start with the blue one. Pretty cool. It's the same. Both of them are the same, just, colors are switched out. But I really like the use of this piece right here. It creates them this, I forgot what they call it exactly. But that's like where basically it creates this barrier, and then if you smash into it, yeah, bike brakes, whatever. So pretty cool set. Both of the bikes are pretty well made. I think they came a long way from the design that Brick Bros UK came up with, but yeah, it's basically it.
You know what's cooler than that set?
What?
The next person who just joined the stream. How's it going, John?
Hey guys,
John.
what's up?
What's up?
Not much. I actually maybe just got a new commission for a build, so
That's awesome.
time to do some research on a specific model of aircraft.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Nice.
aircraft.
yeah.
German aircraft.
What'd you say about Nazis?
I didn't say anything.
Calm down.
0 to 10 and under 10.
That's the point, Sergeant.
I do escalate the fucking streets. Oh baby, Chris, they're bombing the balls out of my PlayStation.
All right, I'll kind of put the legs, I guess, right here.
0 to hero. Let me tell you.
Man.
By the way, John, you should definitely getting the Tron set because like it's got a lot of cool pieces you could possibly utilize for doing
Oh yeah.
stuff. Yeah, cool sci-fi stuff.
Mr. Noah, have we talked about the RebelLUG Kingdoms at War collaboration yet?
No, we have not. I was just waiting until some other people.
RebelLUG did?
What are you talking?
I saw that online. They looked like really cool builds. What's that about?
I don't know, Noah. How about you tell us? Because I don't want to talk.
Well, first off, I was waiting till the other people join, such as John, so like we can kind of talk about the latest builds since we have had almost an entire month since the last live stream. And yeah, we can go ahead and pull this up on screen. Give me a second. I'll show the builds. We can kind of talk about it. Would you like to give an explanation, Elijah, of what the collaboration is?
So RebelLUG has been doing a whole series of builds with the red versus blue teams fighting each other. And right now, we've been doing it for, I don't know, maybe, what's today? We're coming up on a month, maybe. I don't remember. There's a solid, like, 10 builds at least. There's more than 10 on the RebelLUG website. But every 2 days, a new episode of the reds versus the blues come out. And, yeah, it's doing pretty well. That's my explanation.
Very nice.
It is a collaboration that consists of epic techniques, lots of really cool ideas, consistent base plates, awesome watermarks, and an epic battle between red and blue as RebelLUG continues to build up its one and only reputation as a registered lug.
Oof.
That's my explanation of it, but yeah.
There you go.
It's really cool. People have been working hard on it. I really wish I could have taken part in it. Everyone's done a brilliant job with it. And I do need to express my feelings about this collaboration because it's something that I'm a big fan of medieval stuff, and just looking through the builds and how consistent and cohesive they are with each other, it looks really great. I hope we get a lot of them to be able to display at a convention sometime.
Well, mine's already gone, so.
So.
What?
Uh,
Why'd you do that?
Because, Anders, I have better things to build than trash castles. I meant.
Oof.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. That's a good question that I just got, and I'm going to kind of put this into the chat for people to answer. Which team do you guys like better so far, red or blue?
I think anybody with half a brain would notice that red team is superior. I mean, we all saw Chris's mock and we all were disgusted at it, so I think just from seeing that and like being like, oh, that's how bad these guys are, pretty obvious.
Blue's winning, by the way.
I find it interesting that we started off with blue and not red.
Man, red versus blue, I love that series.
All right. Yeah. So for the people that are in the stream, go ahead and leave your opinions of red or blue.
Okay. go ahead.
See, I feel like some of the
I-
people here are very biased if you think about it.
We're not biased. I have no idea what you're talking about.
In that
All right.
case-
So, and then some people are saying that we're not interacting with the comments. If you guys have anything to say, then you guys can definitely go ahead and share it. Of course.
Okay, let's see. Let me read over these comments here.
Yeah, I'm looking as well.
Obligatory comment about Noah sounding like John. Huh.
I know,
Maybe
right?
we
I thought the same thing when I joined. Actually,
I don't know where people get that. How do people get? How
I'm
do
not
they
sure,
get that?
actually.
It doesn't make sense, you know.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah. Although, remember that stream we did when I came to your house, we could both get clone trooper helmets and then no one would know who it really was talking.
True that.
Yeah.
All right. So it seems to be that let's see here. We've got a couple of reds. Some people are also joking around and saying green team and purple team for some reason. Oh, Bryce. We got a question from CO Clone Commander. Chris, what is your favorite mock that you've built so far?
That's a hard question. For the sake of the stream, we'll go with this one.
Yeah, if you want to show it off, then the screen's all yours.
I would love to show it off.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead.
So you can see there's this blue ambush on a red. Well, he was a king, but now he's been poisoned and killed on his throne of rock. And
Anders.
being assassinated, his guards are being assassinated by obviously a pretty lady that seduced the king, and what that girl's doing back there. But no, yeah, we just got this pretty clever blue ambush. You can see there's some pretty nice blue guys. They know how to they know how to do their job there. Good stuff, yeah, it's a good stuff. Of course, we got the one getting eaten by an alligator.
Oh,
And
nice.
This one about to die, and that one who is pretty dead. And these great little things in the back there, if you never saw those before, those are pretty great.
That's actually a really nice touch for this.
I see that there's a
nice to do.
Easter egg of Minecraft related items in the mark.
Chris wouldn't know anything about that.
Late nights with Minecraft.
I like your use
Actually,
of
we haven't done that in over a week, so there you go.
The
Noah.
what, John?
got him. The
Say a
Ewok wings that you're using there for the kind of the little canopy over the crates there. It's a nice
The
touch.
crates? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I found
Yeah.
these old ones when I was looking for that's a new one.
Right.
But what really surprised me was how well the Takodana flags worked for red team, right? So,
Yeah.
and then I wanted to get a bit of the rock techniques using the circle plates. There's some awesome mocks out there that use that. But
I really like the way that you did like the swamp water. You use those nets, I'm guessing. That's right, for the water. That is really cool.
that's how they're all over the place. But yeah, there's also a guy getting waterboarded too. That's
Oh,
just to show the cruelty of the red team, obviously.
I don't think that's how waterboarding works, but
That's how it worked back in the day. You just stick them in.
okay, that's
Uh-huh.
right.
Yeah.
I see that there's a head just being cut off there. Okay, that's brutal there.
You could say that blue team is just a bit ahead of red team,
Oh god,
Not.
Wow,
but,
that was. I was gonna say they were neck to neck in competition, but
Right.
all right.
All right.
I
Well,
think that's-
really cool, Chris. Like
Thank
the
you.
way you built that, of course. Yes, since we're already, of course, in the Kingdoms at War collab mood, let's go ahead and take a look at the mocks that have come out since last time. And if I'm correct, we left off from the last stream with Olaf's mocks, so the next one would be mine to show. I'm gonna go ahead and screen share, and then we can kind of take a look at all the previous, I think it's 6 or 7 mocks that have been uploaded. So, right. First, the screen share does not want to work. Before, let's see. Okay, never mind. There, that was what's going on. Awkward silence in the stream here.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to research this airplane
No problem.
thing.
No problem.
I'm trying to look up. Okay,
While
go
I'm
for it, dude.
getting this fixed here, we have a question from Sea Dogs. What is your favorite mock that someone else has made? Basically, what is your favorite mock from the community?
Totally got this question.
Yeah, John, you want to start? Go ahead.
Yeah, so one of my favorite all-time builders, his name is Cesar Suarez. He's actually a designer at the Lego Group. And I'm trying to pull up the link of this mock here. Here it is right here. Let me screen share if I may. Let me do this. Wait, how's it going? Aha, screen share. Here it is. Clever. All right. Desktop. Here we go. Can you all see?
Yes, we can.
Okay, outstanding. So let me put this on display. Awesome. So this is a mock that he built 3 years ago, something like that. It's called Point Doom Residence, and it's just a mock that invokes a lot of very interesting use of angles, of plates, and obviously of rock work, unders, and just plant work, a lot of different structures. You can see it's a very multi-level build with lots of details throughout, complete use of masonry bricks, a lot of my favorite Lego color schemes, the classic but very effective use of the water studs there for the water itself, the infinity pool on the second story, not to mention the beautiful architecture that adorns the 4th floor. This is my favorite build of Cesar's and probably my favorite Lego build of all time in that respect, in that it's so brilliantly done. It's never lacking in detail. The photo quality is just on par. There's a lot of really neat part usages with it. He even went so far as to show the price per week, the idea, the construction floor, the levels, the pool, special features, a geographical location on a map. Yeah, I can't sing praises enough for him as a builder and that build in general.
Looks like a photo.
Definitely awesome.
Yeah.
So, John, when are you going to go into real estate?
What about you, Elijah? What's your favorite mock that you've got, maybe, or somebody else has made?
From other people, I've got to pause Empire War real quick because I know what I'm going to do. You gotta hold on. Make someone else talk for like 5 minutes while I find it.
What about you, Julius? Do you have a favorite mock from somebody else?
Yeah, sure. Well, not exactly a favorite one because it's kind of hard to choose. You have so many great mocks, but it's one guy. I think you know him from Imperium der Steine.
Yeah.
He's Noppy. Do you know him?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, and so he had one mock. I think I don't know exactly anymore, but it's like 5 years ago. And when I first saw it, I was like blasted away because like 5 years ago I wasn't, was pretty bad. I'm still not good, but was worse than now. And this was like really impressive, and it still is. It's like huge, but at the same time very detailed, and he's still doing very great mocks. And so that was a very nice one. It's obviously not as superbly kind of style like the one John has shown us a minute ago from this Lego guy, but it's still very nice, and I can just definitely recommend everybody to check him out on the internet. He's doing great stuff.
Yeah. Imperium der Steine, which is a German lug, for those that don't know, what it is, or IDS in English, is again, a Lego users group based out of Germany. Very talented, of course. A lot of Star Wars mocks, of course, and mostly Star Wars mocks anyway. Do a lot of displays at Legoland and other conventions such as Brick in Bavaria. They were also there, and it's very interesting to see their type of style. And like Julius just said, they do also really good large scale mocks. So also one of my favorite lugs other than the RebelLUG, as that one's my favorite, of course. So all right, for some reason I am not able to screen share. Oh wait, now it is. Now it's working. Never mind. So yeah, unless anybody else would like to quickly share what their favorite mock is, I'm going to move on to the Kingdoms at War stuff. Anybody else want to share?
Isn't
real quick?
Elijah looking for one?
Oh yeah, Elijah is looking for one, so I'll give him a minute. I'll read through the comments to see what else
All right.
there
I have
is.
what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Okay, yeah. The screen's all yours then.
Okay, here we go. Can you see it?
Yes.
Can you see my screen? All right. So this, I'm not sure if this is my favorite mock ever, but this is one of my favorite builders. He does a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, John knows what's up.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna find it. This is his page. He's Flickr, Patrick Massey. I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name.
Hard.
But he has this build. Hold on, right here. And so this one, I found this when I first joined Flickr a couple of years ago, and this is just one of the greatest builds ever, in my opinion. It's relatively simple. There's nothing extremely extravagantly unique about it, but just in general, everything flows together so well. And but yeah, this is one of my favorite builds that exists from this builder, who's arguably one of my favorites.
You know what I noticed that, if I can just quickly say that makes a lot of really great builds like that catches our attention, is it's often something that is built on kind of a medium to smaller size base, but is built up high and detailed very much as you go up.
That is a factor, yeah.
Yeah, and the mistake that I've made, and I've noticed some other people sometimes make, is when you make a mock that you really want detailed, you kind of make the mistake of splatting it out all over the table, so that it may be really detailed, but there's not much depth or height to it. And as Elijah is showing here, I mean, you can just see there's always something new and lots of texture, really good use of parts everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice mock. I really like the arch type of rock that's there to the right, that's kind of leaning over.
Definitely.
So that's really cool. And that's even built using the snot technique, which is awesome.
Yeah.
A mock that I absolutely love, I don't have it pulled up or anything, but it was the giant, was it a Disney castle? It was like a solid 10-foot or more castle that was at BrickCon this last year.
Okay.
And you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
And it was just absolute. Just speak of what John was saying, where they went just for the height, and then it got more and more detailed as it went up, and that. Plus, it was pretty gravity defying too. So it was a super impressive, especially in person, just a mind blowing build.
Definitely.
You guys should look it up. Beyond the Brick did an interview. Giant castle, BrickCon.
All right. So yeah, I think that is basically everybody. Unless of course somebody else. All right. If that's everybody, then I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, move on to the Kingdoms at War parts. We're going to kind of talk about those. Just go to screen share. So yeah, I'm going to kind of go through the parts. Everybody can kind of give their opinion about the mocks, and then everybody can, it's just in general also to help the people that haven't seen the mocks to be able to see them. If you guys want to check them out in closer depth or detail and take some more time to see all the stuff that's in the mock, you can, of course, visit the RebelLUG Instagram and such. So yeah, the first mock that we're going to start off with, which is actually my own, is the Fortress of Bataan, Bataan basically. And this is, of course, my own build that I basically started with was the dungeon that's can't really see it, just more located towards the back here. And then started with the rock, of course, creating the bridge and whatnot. But I really think this mock came out well due to all of the detail within the rock and then the snow that covers the landscape, of course. So
I think the color turned out pretty nice on that.
well, thanks.
This is reminiscent of a lot of those really awesome castle builds that you see on Flickr, and I love castles in wintertime. So that alone makes me like the build, not to mention the great details that you've got throughout. Do you have it on Flickr by chance, Noah?
I do not yet, but I'll be uploading it probably this evening or tomorrow, Sunday. So
Got it.
that's right.
Do you know when I'm allowed to put my mock?
I think you're allowed
Whatever you
to
want.
do that within like 3 or 4 days, apparently. That's right. Unless anybody else has anything to say. I don't know.
Does it have a interior? I was wondering, just because it looks like towards the back there might be something.
Yeah, there's a
down there.
dungeon down here, and there's a fully encased staircase that goes down into the dungeon. And then back here is, of course, a small blacksmith shop right here that you can't really see, but there's like a whole bunch of details in there as well. So more pictures are going to be up on my Flickr to see all of that stuff, which I think turned out pretty good. So that's right. And then we just got a whole bunch of comments. Again, if you guys want to check it out, then go to the RebelLUG Instagram. There is all the pictures that you can see here. The next one is by Daniel. I think it turned out really good, the mock. This is another snowy build, or snow build mock, of course, for the blue team. I really did like the way he did the, I guess you could say, wooden wall, or the wooden fortress wall that the blue knights are attacking. You can also even spot some hints of dark brown stems that are also hidden in between the dark or the olive green stem pieces. So what do you guys think about this mock that Daniel made?
I like how uneven how purposely uneven the wooden fence is. That makes it look really organic. And the use of the little purple flowers on the ground is a nice accent.
Yeah, definitely. True that. What do you think, Chris?
I think it's
Honest opinions, of course.
No, I was gonna say it's simple but very, very effective. Like there's a lot of just open space in the front battlefield, but I think the focus on the wall is really, really effective.
Definitely. All right, and I'd like to hear one more opinion from Elijah. What do you think?
It's a good question. I should probably look at the build before I say it. Alrighty.
Oh, there you go.
I think that a cool part of this build is you can see, it's kind of hard to see in the photo. In the gate, he's got the upside down spears. I think it's called a portcullis and like an actual castle, and it's similar to that. But it's got the upside down spears, and it's just like a cool, I like how many figures he has, because I think his is definitely one of the most figure heavy mocks, and he has a lot of knight stuff, but it's a good mock. And like Chris said, it's a simple yet effective one.
Do you know what I just realized is, if I can make this comment, that it's a fort and there are knights there. So does that make it like a
Knight? Yeah.
Okay, that's enough out of you guys.
It's a Fortnite mock. I'm sorry.
That's right, me and Daniel built Fortnite.
So disappointed in you.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next mock. This one,
I'll try to hit it.
this is the. I forgot to name the or say the name of this mock. This is the Storming Outpost Wienethel, if I'm correct. That's the name of Daniel's mock. By Tristan, or Trisbrick on Instagram. We have the Raid on the Kingdom Outskirts. This is a fairly good mock. I've, of course, also had the time to go take a look at it in person. Really cool. I like the use of, again, there's a snowy mock, so I like the use of all the curved slopes that he has going on here, and just a hint of snow as if it's already drying up, or maybe the spring is coming out. And then really like how he created this like fire effect on the roof. The soldiers burning down the house or whatever. So the towers as well, also pretty cool, like that. But yeah, what do you guys think, Julius? What do you think?
Can you zoom in?
All right. John, what's your opinion on his mock here?
I can't see it too well on screen, so I'm trying to pull it up on my phone real quick.
Okay.
The thing that sticks out to me is like the greebling that he's done on the one tower there. Okay, I got it on my phone now. I can see this. I like the path that he has going up toward it. And actually the little area, it may be difficult to see on screen, but right by the far right tree, that little shack area, I should say the porch, that is really well done with the roof. That's the highlight of the build for me, right there.
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can still hear. Yep.
Okay. You asked me something that I wasn't able to answer because my mic went on.
Yeah.
Could you say what you asked me? I didn't
Yeah,
get
I just asked you what your opinion is on the mock that
okay,
Tristan.
yeah. Well, I really like the rock work he did, because it has like this texture, this different height, I believe it is, with going up a little, the whole pathway. I think that's what I really like. It looks really great.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So then, Emmett, what do you think? Just getting some opinions here. So
I do really like the mock, but I do have one critique for it. But the fire isn't as organic as it probably could have been.
okay, yeah, true.
I liked what he was doing with the smoke and the I think they're ice cream pieces. Still new to piece names, but that's my pretty much only critique. It's otherwise a really, really well done mock. Jealous of the greebles and the groundwork. It's just spectacular.
All right. Well, I think it's a pretty good mock. Like I said, I already saw this in person. I also saw him destroy this in person. So, yeah, pretty cool. That's the mock done by Tristan. The next one we're going to look at real quick. Chris already showed this on stream, but I'm just going to go through this. This is, of course, Chris's mock Betrayal of
You just
Stone
skip
Lord.
Elijah.
Wait, did I skip? No, I did not.
I see. He's going other way.
Yeah. And his mock is, of course, Betrayal of Stone Lord in the ruins of the Cashire Citadel. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Okay. And yeah, again, Chris, you did a good job. We already talked about it a moment ago. I liked how you did the water and then the details that you did. Dead King, of course. So,
Good stuff.
yeah, really good mock. Again, for those that want to see it. Oh, wait, is it not working? Hold on a minute. Somebody said that the screen is apparently not showing.
Yeah, it's on Julius right now.
Oh, it is? Oh, oops. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, here's, again, Chris's mock, of course. Like I said, really good mock. I like the details you put on it. And, yeah, anybody want to say anything before I move on? I'll take that
My
as a no.
my first thought when I saw this is like, what is this? Chris building medieval? This is a new frontier for Chris. And unlike, is this your first medieval build, Chris?
Yeah.
Unlike most people who like me attempted their first medieval build and made it look like a really cookie cutter medieval build, this is really something that's refreshing. It's open world. There are a lot of minifigures, but it works because everyone's interacting with each other. They're not just like randomly off in a corner just standing there. There's a lot of action, and you get kind of it just everything works very well together with that. We made the comment earlier like about the Ewok wings and the what is it? The Taco Dana banners.
Yeah.
Sometimes people use too much fabric or too many canopies in it. I think this works really well because it makes it look really worn, torn, and just battle damaged.
Definitely.
Yeah. My only critique, Chris, would be to slightly calm down with the use of the sand green. It's exciting to use it.
Yeah.
The tiling in the middle, if you could maybe throw like one or two more rocks on there, but I feel guilty even critiquing it because I like it a lot. So good job.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one, which we've got Elijah's, which is called The Ambush on the Sarvaik Outskirts. I think that's right. Anyways, starting off here, this is not a winter-themed build, more of a summer, I guess, themed build, maybe an autumn-themed build because of the colors of the trees. Anyways, pretty cool. I like the ruins that you've got going on here on the right. The hanging soldier.
I just noticed that.
Kind of trying to show how brutal we're trying to fight the blue side, apparently. Okay. I like the details you've got going on the top. I really like the rock work that you have built around the whole hill or the incline, basically. And then the dark green mixture with the dark tan, and then you've got some dark olive green, hints of olive green basically put out through the mock. That's also really cool. All in all, generally a really good build. Like it a lot. What do you guys think?
Let's take a look at this.
I
I
really
think
like
the wheels on the
colors, the
catapult
color.
could use some more work.
Wow.
Wait, what did you do for those?
You know, Chris, I just returned from the thing and I heard this stupid thing about the catapult, and I honestly almost killed myself. Dumbest thing in the world.
So wait, what did you? I'm actually curious. Are those like? What did you do for the catapult wheels?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Look at baseball. I'll send a photo.
He already changed him a few times.
Yeah, no, I changed it once because Chris kept crying about the wheels. He's like, "Those aren't cool." There was a Oh, John, I'm really questioning how that actually works.
Because okay, from what I can tell, it looks like you have a Sensei Wu hat on top of the.
No, that's a part from the set. Or oh my, I can't speak. That's a part from the oh, I just figured it out. Okay, that's a part from the Falcon. The other side is printed, and then the way it's like a Technic opening, and you stick it into the center of the 4x4 round plate, and it actually sticks for some reason, and then you just put that on top. Man, I'm like such a good builder, I can't even figure out my own builds.
That's pretty admirable.
Just kidding. I'm not that good.
All right.
My favorite part of it is the colors going together and the overall layout of it with the rocks in it.
Thank you, Anders. I really appreciate it.
All right.
I
Generally
like
a good build. Generally a good build. I like the point that it's on the red team. So glad to have you on, of course, Elijah. So that's right. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is from Bryce Brick Build Replicas on Instagram, YouTube, and whatnot. This is the ambush on the Lotharnian River. If I'm saying that right, pronouncing that right.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Either way,
made it up anyways.
First off, I want to just clarify something, which is, of course, that Brick Build Replicas or Bryce, of course, builds guns. Everybody knows that, but that this is his first build that he has done that is not gun, replica related.
His first minifig scale build, actually.
Yeah, minifig scale build.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out fantastic for a first try. Like really
Definitely.
good. Really good. I like all the different techniques and stuff that he has got going on throughout the mock. You've also obviously got the river that's flowing over. I really like that. I like the hints of olive green and sand green that kind of mix together and flow nicely. And I would have liked to have a little bit more maybe of tree foliage, or a couple more trees maybe throughout it. But I think he did a general
It'd be
good
a little
job.
more consistent on the trees.
Yeah.
There are like a bunch of different kinds, and it's kind of
It's kind of inconsistent. There you go.
One thing I will say is I talked to Bryce about that actually when he was designing it, and he was asking me for some advice about like what to do, and I suggested more trees, but I think that was like all the trees that he had available, just to throw that out there. But the thing that really sticks out about this mock is one is like Noah has already said. I mean, it's his first minifig scale build, which is just amazing. But I really like that little stone, like I don't even know what to call it, like the little stone structure to the right of the build with that wooden door.
Yeah, definitely.
That is cool. That is really cool. And I see like design going so many places. Anyway. Yeah.
I love it because stuff like that, I mean, John and I and Elijah, we talked to Bryce a lot, and he sent so many work in progress pics, and the mock will change every time.
Mm-hmm.
And he did so much on this, like he did so many different tries and attempting different things. So it's just really cool to watch it all develop and then to turn out like this. And then the amount of like cool techniques and ideas that he didn't include is also pretty insane, because there was a lot that he changed with every like update, and it wasn't like starting the mock from scratch or just changing one or two small details. He like thoroughly changed the mock day by day to make it look better and improve.
Definitely.
And I thought that was fantastic effort by him.
Yeah, great job done by Bryce, or Brickbelt Replicas, of course. Make sure to check him out on YouTube and Instagram, people. And really like that one. Unless anybody else wants to say anything, I'm going to move on to the next one, which is built by our very own Luke, or First Order Legos. Kind of different on Instagram, on YouTube. Either way, this is his Swarming the Northern Gateway build, and this was actually at the cookie convention, is what we call it, the Croatian convention that me, Luke, and Tristan attended in Croatia, or in Zagreb, Croatia. This build, because I didn't realize that he had to build his second one already in advance, like before the convention. So I was shocked to see this one when he brought it. And all I can say is the amount of detail and the amount of other little Easter eggs that he hasn't shown in this front picture is amazing. Behind the trees that are here, which of course the trees are amazing the way they've been made. I like the technique of using these 1x1 bricks with the studs on all sides to create this shaggy leaf effect. But behind the trees right here is another like Easter egg where it opens up and there's like a minifigure revealed inside the wall, which I think is just hysterical. He likes to do that a lot, where he hides little minifigures and things. But the wall details are really cool. I know that Olaf or Norlego has told me several times that when you're mixing light bluish gray and dark bluish gray, you need to be careful not to do too much, and I've learned a lot from him from that. And the way he's done it, in my opinion, has it's really good to add just a little bit of dark bluish gray to kind of offset the light bluish gray. Otherwise, it looks really bland, and it kind of gives it a cutoff, so to speak.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. The knights, of course, are really cool. I like how he's got the dark red and the black going together.
No, you want to zoom in?
Oh, yeah. I'll do that. So give me a second here.
Whoops. Sorry. Woof. Sorry.
So, yeah. Anyways, you've got the knights, of course, swarming here towards the gate. You've got the blue knights trying to fend off. Of course, they're going to die easily.
Excuse me?
No, but then we've got this really cool archway, which he used these Nexo Knights pieces, which I thought were cool, and he also used these bar pieces, the 1x4 bar pieces, which I thought were cool because he didn't actually build them into it. They're just lightly placed on there, and the amount of times that he had to fix it at the convention, which is really funny. But yeah, what do you guys think about the mock in general? I want to hear some of your thoughts on it.
I really like the colors.
All right. What about you,
Olive green and dark gray all went together really well.
Elijah? What do you think?
All right, dogs start barking. I'm good now.
I agree, Elijah.
Is Elijah there? Or is it?
No, I guess not. John, you can say your opinion if you have something.
Number one highlight for me, I always like finding like the one thing in every build that I like the most. It's definitely the gate area because of his use of that new triangular piece for the top. That's just really clever part usage there. And then I'm always a sucker for the magic wands whenever they're used for fencing or for roofing or bundles of wood or whatever. Use them as a roofing in this case. I think it's a really good detail, and it actually really works. Despite the wall being very rough and stony as it is, the gate area just looks superb. I really like it.
Definitely, yeah. It's very nice. I think my focal point, if you want to say that, is just the tree area. Like the way he used these olive green cheese slopes are like, it's just like really cool. I remember when I had like a whole bunch of them, and I regret trading them off. But yeah, they're pretty cool pieces, and I hope to do something similar in the future. I really think it's interesting when people innovate the idea of building certain trees with Lego, but doing it with pieces you wouldn't expect to do it with. And I saw this technique I think only once before, which was from Brick Productions, a non-RebelLUG member, but really cool design that Luke has integrated into this mock here. So very nice. That's right. I think that's it. Unless somebody else would like to say something. Okay. All right. I'm going to move on to the other one, which is a Kingdoms at War part, which is for the blue team, the Doom of Thernion. And this is a build by CDL Studios, or Victor. Right off the bat, I'm going to say this. Victor does not necessarily do medieval stuff, but he does go into the direction of like collapsed buildings and such. He did that for when he built a Christmas special mock, which was on, I think, on Megiddo or something like that. And he did something similar, just a little bit smaller, of course. But I like the way he has used the tile technique right here to get that slanted tile technique. The mixture of, ruins and then, some brown emplacements in here. The way he's also shot it is really good. I know that Instagram usually likes to, have the quality of the picture just be dampened or whatever. But I think it turned out really good for the mock in general. There's also some other ruins here to the right, which are also cool. But I think my focal point, for this mock basically are either the tiles, because I think those are pretty cool always to see the technique used, or the spread of these dark orange pieces that are through the mock, because I think that is awesome. Just in general, as being a fan of dark orange myself. So, yeah, what do you think, Emmett? Sorry.
Yeah, I really like what he did with the tiling. I think that's I've been skimming through like YouTube videos looking at techniques, and that's something I don't think I've seen yet, and I think it's pretty creative. Yeah, I liked his staircase. That was a interesting design.
Very
I'm a
true.
sucker for ruins.
Yeah. What do you guys? Oh, like I want to hear something from Anders. What do you think? Because yeah, unless Anders is not here. Oh, he's got his mic muted. Never mind. Chris, what do you think about Victor's mock?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it was.
No problem.
But I don't know. I like the orange. And yeah, actually, I don't have a lot to say.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out why the guy has wings.
Huh.
A question for Victor. Some other time.
All right, so I think that does it for Victor's build. We're going to just go ahead and take a look at the last one right here. And that is the Cliffside Guardians, which is done by Anders. First off the bat, there's a lot of positive things I like to say about this mock, which is, of course, the rock work, which Anders always excels in, does really well in. Like how the green, sort of comes down, also gives this mossy feel maybe to the rocks, which is really good. I like the fort or the tower, basically, where the troops are kind of, positioned in. Really think that what we talked about earlier when we were talking about favorite mocks, which is, having the height of it really stand out, and gets more detailed when you're getting up towards the top. I think that stands very much out when it goes towards the tower here. I like the use of different pieces for the rock or for the mountain. He did that very well. And I can also see there's like a prison piece, I think. Is that right, Anders? Is it like a prison part right there to the left? I think that also is pretty cool when it kind of sticks out. Yeah. My only critiques for this mock are, of course, the water. I still don't think that it doesn't entirely look good.
I like the water, so whatever.
So,
I think it turned out
I have a
fine.
lot of positive things to say about it. I just want to say that it's still the water.
What?
Yeah, I'd have to
Whatever.
agree on that.
That and then, like I said, from what's his name? Yeah, from Olaf from Norlego. He also talked, of course, about when you're blending in light bluish gray parts that you should do it also where it's spread out. Unless my eyes mistaken me, I only see it like here and then like right here. I think it would have been nice.
I think
I did maybe a little bit more down below, but I think that's not a big thing out of the way. So.
I think
I actually like the way it's done because I think it looks with the way it transitions. Like if you're looking at a real mountain, depending on like what kind of mountain it is, but like something like this, you can kind of visualize it. Like in my area, there's stuff that generally looks like that, and it's not like at the bottom there's light bluish gray and everywhere around. It looks good because the way it transitions from the green to the dark bluish gray. I think he did a fantastic job actually.
All right.
As a member of
I don't
Blue
think it
Team,
looks good when you completely spread out the light bluish gray.
as a member of
Spread
Blue
out too
Team,
much, I
I
don't
can
think
say
it's
that
good.
this is not a great strategy of attack. Those guys in the boats are so dead.
All right.
Like,
See,
look at it. They're just gonna get shot. What are they gonna climb up the mountain? No.
See, that's why the blue team is gonna lose.
No, the blue team always wins. I say
Not in this
that
month.
they're actually imposters and it's not the
I love how Chris dug himself into a hole there and then tried to like get back out.
All right. All right. Well, that basically does it.
There, but I forgot.
That basically does it for the builds for the latest ones. Of course, if you guys want to check out the mocks in better detail, I guess you guys can go over to the Instagram, check out the mocks. So far, there's 12 of the collaboration parts up so far. I think we are having like around 22 or 23 in total later when we're done with the series. So pretty excited. But yeah, that's basically it for the builds here. So I'm gonna kind of just go off here on the screen share, and then that's
Did
right.
we miss Olaf's, or am I just?
No, we did that in the last stream.
Oh, it was in the first part. Okay.
Yeah. So let's go down here. All right. Got a lot of comments in here. I think we're gonna shorten the stream just a bit till around for another 20-ish minutes, so we can get around to an hour and 30 minutes or so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to load the comments here and see what people are saying because I haven't really been paying too much attention to it. So. Right. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. All right, no, never mind. It's working. All right. All right, we've got a couple of questions, I think. So let me see. Let's look here. All right, RF Production says he likes TW production or TWC's productions mocks. So just in case you didn't see that, Julius.
He's not here anymore.
Oh, he's not here anymore? Okay, didn't realize that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, go ahead. Like I said, leave them down in the comments. We'll answer them here. But yeah. In related Lego news, I would like to say they talked about there were these pictures leaked from a store in Poland, if I'm correct, about the UCS Y-Wing that's coming out this year.
Ah, yes.
And a lot of people have been talking about it. There's like, of course, people that are on like the negative side, and then there are people on the positive side. Mostly positive things have been said about the mock, or not the mock, about the set. And yeah, my personal opinion about it is I hope it's not more than 200. I think it's a cool set to get for like 200. In fact, it would be even better if it were less, but I think the set looks fairly good from what I've seen so far. What did you want to say, John?
Are we allowed to show that on here, or because we're like we can't show?
I would rather us not, but we can kind of just talk about it. I think most people have seen it so far.
Okay, yeah, and yeah, I mean honestly, you can find it if you just look up like new UCS Y-Wing. The one thing that I instantly noticed about it, which is really cool, is the use of the big wheels for the back of the rockets, and these, I think it was like the quarter domes that are used for the front of the rockets. That whole assembly really intrigued me.
I was kind of disappointed in the wheels for the back. I was like, what are they doing? But,
I thought it was a good idea. I don't know.
For me, it gives too much of like a... The wheels themselves give too much of like a wagon wheel kind of vibe, and I have them way too associated with castles, so...
Fair, yeah.
Just even like the designs of them kind of bother me a little bit, but that's just...
I'm trusting that they will make hopefully the back of them complex, so it's not just the wheel. But you know,
I'm assuming that it should be the same price as like the UCS X-Wing from a few years back, but I hope it's not more than like, well, of course I'm gonna say Canadian, but yeah, like 250 US should be max. It should not even be that much, but you never know. Worse things have happened.
I might get it. I'm actually gonna probably be lazy and just wait for one to roll into work and then decide then. But you know, yeah, it looks. I mean, it looks cool. The cockpit is really reminiscent of the latest minifig scale Y-Wing, which makes me think that certain designers that designed that set also played a role in making the larger model of it.
Yeah, I actually really like the cockpit design on this one. I think it definitely beats the old design. It's actually much more movie accurate. Just looking at old schematics and stuff, because I'm the nerd that does that. It looks like it could even maybe hold like 2 people. I don't know if they're going for the 2-seated Y-Wings or what.
Yeah.
Would you say the astromech is to scale in the back?
Wait, what?
I think it is, or
I haven't seen that. What are you talking about, Chris?
I'm pretty sure it comes with an astromech. I could be wrong. Could just be seeing things when I looked at it. But...
Let me see this again. may take me a minute to see that.
All right.
Wait. That might be. Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's really out of scale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
just saw that.
That's weird.
I mean, it does come with a pilot too. You get gold leader.
Sure. And the Sam Blue cockpit. Can't forget that.
Is
I
that
think-
new, or we got that somewhere?
No, that was in the original one, the set that I think Cesar Suarez designed. But
Of course.
the Sam Blue is also on the front of like each side of the rockets there. I'd be interested to see the back of like the main fuselage area. Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Price on there, unfortunately. Oh well.
Well, we've got a couple of interesting people here in the chat. We got the Brick Whiz. And apparently we also have Felix, one of the Felix. Oh, Felix, the brick artist, basically. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey.
Okay. Sweet.
So that's nice. Yeah, in terms of the new Y-Wing set, I'm pretty excited for the figure or the figures, if you want to count the Astrek droid, basically. I think that's pretty cool. It's always cool to get like an interesting Astrek droid. And yeah, just in general, the set looks interesting for the parts. There's some stuff that you guys, of course, said are like inaccurate. But yeah, I mean, I think that can also be easily modified if somebody would want to modify it. So yeah.
How do you mean modify it?
Well, I mean, modify it so that it's, not inaccurate, or, if you want to size it up, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Modify.
So
Man.
that's that. One other thing I want to talk about real quick, and that is the convention that me, Luke, and Tristan went to recently. There's actually videos up about that on the RebelLUG channel, my channel, Luke's channel. If you guys want to see any cool footage of like the mocks that were there or the RebelLUG display, that's of course on this channel. So if you guys click and watch the latest video. But the convention, as I said, it was in Zagreb, Croatia. It's the main or capital city of Croatia, and it was interesting to go to a country. First of all, I've never been to before. To go to a event that I've never been to before. Of course, the first part or the first one of that event. To see how it was all set up, to see how the LUG came together to really set up their own first convention was interesting. Of course, also got me inspired to maybe in the future that we as a group, if we ever did, have the motivation to do so, that we also set up our own convention, because of course that's a lot of work, and of course that might be many years down in the future, but I think it would totally be worth it to, have other builders from across the continent, or from across the world, basically, to come together and do a convention. So like I said, the convention was interesting. A lot of cool mocks. I mean, there were people from the US there were people from the UK there, from countries all across Europe, from countries that are also in the surrounding areas, Germany, whatever. And it was interesting to see how all these different people, of course, were speaking English, and how we were able to communicate with each other so well. My opinion is of course, I don't know how it is for Brick World. A Brick World specialist like Chris here, or John, can let me know how that is for you guys. I'm guessing most people, of course, are Americans that are there, or Canadians in this case.
Nobody speaks English there. It's really tough.
No, I mean, is it very multicultural? Are there a lot of different people there, or is it mostly just Americans and Canadians?
It's mostly Americans.
All American.
Mostly.
Okay.
Except that one guy named Chris that was there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Canadians don't really count. We just blend in.
Well, actually, I take that back. There were a few Danish people there, or currently Danish residing people, and a few people from Europe. but I mean, those are just marginal. It's mostly Americans, like 90% of the attendees.
And out of 1,000 people.
Hmm.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, very interesting experience. Just thought I'd kind of share a little bit. The convention was, of course, 3 days long, like most conventions are. I think in the U.S., most conventions are like actually like 4 days or 5 days sometimes that long. That includes the private days and whatnot. The activities that they had there were awesome. They had like a whole bunch of games and speed builds and quizzes and whatnot that we got to also like take part in. All of that's like also in a detailed vlog that'll be going up on the RebelLUG website. So be on the eye out for that. Yeah, very interesting. One part that I thought was really cool was there was a charity thing that they did there at the convention, whereas you paid a euro or a couple kuna, which is the currency that they use there in Croatia, and it's basically a euro or $1.20 if you were to convert it into US dollar, and you got to ruffle around in this bucket to try and find this one 2x2 brick in red, and then you won a large modular set. Otherwise, there were 2x2 bricks in tan or these gingerbread men that came out. So as the big prize was already gone, we kind of just went fishing for gingerbread men in the box, and it was really cool. But
Nice.
yeah, now I've got like 4 of those, so I might do a Christmas build at some point for this year. So just thought
Make it
that
more festive. I like it.
festive. There you go.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Okay, John.
Sorry.
So other activities, of course, were like speed builds. There were a whole bunch of creator sets that were given out for like in our goodie bags, basically. So for those that are, of course, here in Europe that are watching it, or at some point get the opportunity to possibly go next year, I would highly recommend looking into this convention because there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to see. A lot of people, cool people to talk to from Flickr and from YouTube, of course. Cough, cough, Luke. So very interesting.
Luke?
I said no, cough, cough, Luke.
Luke doesn't talk to people.
Not true. He talked to me when I was calling Noah.
True
Just
that.
barely.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's kind of my I don't know, thoughts or things that happened there at the convention. I think Luke was also here at one point in the chat. Maybe he could tell. Oh yeah, there we go. He saw. He kind of put some stuff in there.
Oh,
so all right,
cool.
That's that. I think we're going to kind of end it here slowly in a little bit. Kind of let the comments go. Is there anything that anybody wants to share, Lego community news related, maybe? If so, then you can kind of talk about it now.
I'm definitely going to Brick World, I think. And maybe going to Bricking in Bavaria in November. And
Maybe coming to BrickCon.
Where's BrickCon at?
In Seattle.
Seattle? Wait, is that where Tim goes? Is that the one where Tim
That's
goes?
where all the cool people go.
Okay. My brother lives in Seattle, so I might have to go up and visit him.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Well, I guess I'm going to BrickCon too.
Make a road trip, Elijah.
Yeah, I'll just drive 3,000 miles across the country just to see John.
Oh, if I can do it, you can do it.
You're already there, Chris. You're like a 2-hour
No, I
drive.
mean, I went to Brick World, so.
By the way, the Brickwiz just wrote in the comments, Chris, and he says he wants to thank you for inviting him, of course, to the display, basically to display with us in Chicago. So he's looking forward to it, is what he says.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
It's gonna be epic.
So,
Oh,
very
baby,
nice.
I hear Chris is going to be starting the Jedi Temple early April. Is that true?
That is pretty true.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, they can be careful. There's TW that was also working on the temple.
Nah. Ours are
Man.
completely different.
Too bad he hasn't done anything with it since December 26th when he posted his photo.
Huh.
That's the point.
A day after Christmas.
He builds slower than Anders.
I worked pretty hard, and it took a long time.
It turned out well.
Did
Did turn out well. All right, guys. I think we're going to end it here. There's not
All right.
much going on. I would like to thank the people that are watching or have been watching for coming out and watching the stream. Be sure to check out the RebelLUG Instagram, as we'll be posting a lot more content on there. A lot of the Kingdoms of War parts that'll be uploaded in the next couple of weeks. Also be able to check out the shirts or merch that we've got going on. I don't think we talked about that last time, so I just thought I'd mention that, as well as the latest display video that we had at the convention in Croatia. So thank you guys for watching. Any last words from the people that are here in the stream?
stay creative, have fun. Not too much fun, but yeah.
Bye.
Have a fantastic day.
All right. See you guys, and we'll see you guys in 3 weeks.
All right.